Hello, everybody. I wanted to come on here today and just share, be a little vulnerable with you all. The energies are really intense right now. This new moon is very, very powerful. I actually felt the new moon more today, a couple days after the new moon. I was just looking in the sky and saw the tiny sliver. And yesterday I saw the tiny sliver setting and it was massive. And it was just a really big reminder for me to have compassion for myself. And I wanted you guys to also share in that message. I did have a full blown breakdown crying fit today. Um, Deep sorrow and just dismay and despair at the state of the world, at the state of our physical bodies being deteriorated, just, facing our humanity, the impermanence, the getting older, having some pains in my body that I haven't had before, brought up some concerns, noticing changes in my body, um, getting older. And all of this was brought to the surface. There's a lot going on in the world that is quite scary. It is very intense out there right now. We are truly feeling and seeing a lot of these end times prophecies, you know, Bible predictions playing out. And so it is a very scary time for a lot of people on the planet. And I just wanted to give my space and reach out to you all to let you know that we're all in this together. I did see some disheartening things happen today that I went to the United States Postal Service, the post office, and they were implementing a new thing on their register. They said, oh, this was implemented today. And it is the beginning of the social credit scoring system here in America, like they have in China. And if you've seen the Black Mirror episodes about the social credit scoring system, it is pretty terrifying. So today, when I witnessed it, I didn't register it at first. I just thought, oh, that was strange. They want you to rate your help, the person helping you, before you pay. So before you even get to transact, they want you to rate the person. And they gave you three options. Very cartoonish, very elementary level um, of a sad face, a red face that's frowning, a yellow face that's, neutral, and a happy face that's green. And it is so kindergarten, the red, yellow, green that we learn in red light, green light, and the basic colors. I couldn't even believe how basic they're trying to ingrain this into us to start having to rate the person. You don't even get to opt out. Normally, there's an opt out option, but it would not even let me pay without rating the person. So after I left, I thought about it and I realized, oh, this is the implementing of the beginning of, the mark of the beast and the social credit scoring system that they've been planning for a while. We are going to see this roll out more. I'm not trying to scare anyone here, but I'm just being real. This is what I saw. I've been paying attention for a long time, and this was the first real scenes of not being able to opt out. Usually you can opt out of almost anything, but they are starting to close the windows down um, to control us into moving us towards the way that they want us to go, which is the social credit scoring system tied to CBDCs, digital currency, where you cannot access your bank. They can turn off, whatever you're not able to buy meat if your carbon credits are too high that month. This is the way they're going. So this, I realized later, came up deeply that there's a lot going on with these end time prophecies and the fulfillment of the mark of the beast. And so I am on the ideology of the splitting of the earths, the new earth timeline, choosing to create the new earth, being the stewards of the new earth that is in our divine blueprint, and not continuing down the control structure of the New World Order's ideas for the planet. And this is a frequency choice. It is about becoming sovereign on all levels, mind, body, spirit, and how we can opt out of their control structure. It is going to get harder and harder and harder. And if you view this as a video game, which many awakened souls or players do, we are up leveling in the levels right now. The game is going to get a little harder. Not even just a little, it's going to get harder. And so we need to be using our spiritual tools, connecting with the divine, your spirit team, your guides, praying, connecting into your higher self, your true self, remembering that you are a spark of the divine, you are God incarnate in the flesh, and that everyone that you come in contact with is a reflection of you, another version of you. We are all one, we're all one big family, and we're playing this dualistic game of dark versus light here. And we are transitioning out of the third dimension of that duality, of the heavy, dark matrix control structure. And if you can, raising the frequency and choosing the higher timelines, we are moving into the fourth and fifth dimension, where we are centered in our heart, in our unity consciousness, and remembering that we are divine beings and we do not need the control structures to learn from or grow anymore. We see them and we have chosen to choose the higher timelines of love. We do not need to continue the repeating patterns of suffering and, the soul trap of being reincarnated into suffering time and time and time again. So this is an intense time, and I just wanted to let you guys know the sidereal new moon was in Cancer, the sign of the family, but there's a lot more going on. In Western astrology, it is Leo. We just entered Leo season. This is the time for asserting yourself, speaking your truth, being the proud lion, standing up for truth and justice more than ever before, when there are so many atrocities going on that we know is not right and we feel hopeless. We don't know what we can do to change it. This is the time to continue to speak up, to continue to share the truth of what needs to be shared with others. Now, that includes learning your true history, learning about the New World Order, the financial banking systems, the cabal, the takeover, what Israel really is, who's controlling Israel, why this is not okay, who's controlling America, what is happening to America, why this is all tied into the banks and the Rothschilds and the ruling elites of the Knights Templar, um, going all the way back to the Club of Rome, the Knights of Malta, the Freemasons and the Jesuits, and the Orsinis, the Italian mafia. So there are secret societies that have been playing out for millennia, and all of their goals are coming to fruition to usher in the transhumanism agenda and, bringing forth what many religions have been warning about and talking about for a very long time. So I am going to do another video on the four main um, adversaries or dark forces that we're up against. And I will be putting that out hopefully next, but soon, if not next. And today it was just a message of vulnerability, of letting you know I'm with you. If any of you need to talk, I would love to connect. I am going through it as well. Today was really heavy. I felt deep, deep despair and had to cry and weep for this realm, the state of the earth, the state of humanity, the toxins, the poisons, the control, the way that everything is closing in on us to squeeze us even more when we're already feeling very desperate. We're at our wits' end. We don't want to do jobs for these evil corporations. We don't want to work. We want to connect with the spirit and each other in nature and grow healthy food and clean the water. And people are fed up of this matrix, this old society structure. And this is what it takes. We are closing the old cycle. We are ending the Kali Yuga cycle, 2,500-year cycle in Pisces. We are shifting through that into the new Satya Yuga, which is the next 2,500-year cycle. And this is a new whole paradigm, the age of Aquarius. So these transitions are going to be really intense. And it's really important that we choose the higher timelines where we can work with technology and the AI and the machines, because Aquarius rules technology. And we don't try to control it and manipulate it and use it for the dark purposes, because we're getting a chance to repeat the cycles that happened during Atlantis, the fall of Atlantis, Lemuria. And so we're going through that again with the coming of AI, and we have a choice to make as a collective. So we need to rise in spirit and remember your divinity and connect and remember to stay in your heart space and get out in nature as much as you can, as much as you can. These dark forces and entities and all the heaviness is really taking a toll. So we got to shake it off. We got to cry. We got to scream. We got to let it out. We need to hug each other and feel the pain of the world so we can release it and then declare that we've had enough. We choose the new earth timeline. We choose the higher healing timeline of co-creating beauty, peace, harmony, healthy planet, healthy water, healthy air. So much love. Sorry, this was a little bit long and redundant, but I am just feeling it all, and I'm sending this out to anyone who needs to hear this message today. Hang in there. Everything goes in cycles, the ups and downs, and when you can feel it, purge it, let it out, let it out. So, okay, much love. Thank you.